Hey yo, Big BMO What Ifs here. So as you can see from the picture, this is actually gonna be part 2 of the redo of What If Luffy was overpowered. Now, I decided to make this a little bit more detailed. I watched back my other what if of this, and just wasn't proud of it. I was like stuttering, thinking about stuff, researching during the video about like what to make the story off of, and I just felt like, that wasn't the best thing to do. So this time I'll hopefully make it better. Hopefully more people like it. Yeah. I don't think I got too many suggestions. Oh, yep. Okay, we're talking about the 6th devil fruit. Now, if I remember correctly, a lot of people gave some weird but cool answers. Some good answers. Now, if I remember correctly, he had the Kizaru's fruit, the glint fruit. I forgot the Japanese name for it. He had the Yami no Mi, the Gura, or Whitebeard and Blackbeard's fruits, the Gum fruit, and then he had the Tori Phoenix fruit, right? Now, so I suggested either, doing a Paramecia or a Zone fruit. No Logias, alright? So in the comments, someone gave me a really nice ass suggestion. So I think, give me a second. I think I have a note on it. Actually, I actually wrote it down. First of all, we got all right. We got a Mako Shark Zone fruit. So basically this was from Kill la Kill 360. Honestly, one of my first subs. Honestly, this is pretty dope. That he's one of the first people who started watching my videos. But yeah, so the Mako Shark is basically, if I'm correct, it's on the smaller scale. Like, it's on the smaller scale of sharks, probably around the size of a regular human being, like a regular human, like male. If not, then a little bit smaller, if I'm correct. But it's extremely fast. And what's it called? So basically, if Luffy can transforms into this, what is it called? He, how would I say this? He God, I'm so sorry. He'll be able to swim underwater, but I wanna give him a setback, so he's not completely OP. Like, he can only swim, he can only be in water, or he can only swim in water and, not be paralyzed by water if he's in that form. AKA, being in water still affects his other devil fruits, and he can't swim in all his other devil fruit forms. But literally, this is just, if he goes into that form right before he hits the water, and he's so he could swim out, jump up out of the water, and turn back, get back onto some type of ship or land or something like that. Yeah, he'll be all fine. But this is literally trying to make him the most OP for no reason. Now, anyways, I guess let's start up with the what if. Now, if I'm correct, I gave him 100 million berry bounty. Last round. That was at the age of 10 is when the whole Great Terminal event happens, if I'm correct. He was 10, Ace and Sabo were 13. Now, this is obviously 7 years later. You know, he's just heading out onto his journey. You know, and no one's seen him for years, obviously. No one has seen him for 7 years. They just know he did that at the Great Terminal. Freaking 7 years ago. Now, he would set out being his goofy, but if I'm correct, I made him a little bit smarter in this one as well. He would still be very goofy, but he'd still have he'd be very goofy, and he'd have that, you know, playful, like it's whatever type of personality, just like Shanks. But he would also have a very cunning and smart side to him. Now, anyways, he would. Well, the same thing happens in the anime where it's. God, I'm sorry. Where it is like his rowboat gets destroyed in a whirlpool, and he gets sucked in and somehow climbs into some type of barrel. Now, obviously, a cruise ship, or like, I don't know, some type of sailing, like some type of ship with regular civilians on it rather than pirates, comes along and picks it up out of the water, thinking it's probably like some booze or something. It's like really heavy. Now, that's also the time when Alvida, yes, Alvida, oh god. I feel like Buggy should have been the first character, like that would have really gotten people into the story. But at the same time, maybe not. I mean, he's still like the second villain, right? No, third. He's still the third villain that we get. Okay, anyways. So obviously, they would, the Coby would find the barrel, and he would, then be confronted from some of Alvida's other pirates, you know, some other pirates from the crew, and they would be like, alright, let's just take it onto the ship, you know, it's probably booze, you know, we could drink this all night and stuff like that. So they would roll into the ship, and they would be in the storage room, and they'd be like, alright, let's crack it open, while Coby's urging them not to, you know, it's because of Alvida and stuff. Now, when they're about to get it open, that's when Luffy obviously jumps out, you know, having a whole good ass nap. Now, Luffy would go outside, obviously after having talk with Coby, and you know, Coby saying like, oh, I was like taken off of my ship, you know, I want to be a Marine, but like I can never be a Marine because I was on the Alvida Pirates and stuff like that. You know, venting his whole life story. Anyways, the whole thing with Coby trying to give him Luffy the boat, Luffy would be like, nah, that's too shabby. Like, let me just go handle this Alvida chick and we be done with it. Now, obviously, go up to Alvida, call her ugly, and, you know, or call her a hag, and then eventually, Coby gets the courage to call her ugly, and then when Alvina tries to attack, it would honestly just be like one punch. It would just like in canon, you know. Maybe her organs are a little bit more messed up, but yeah, she gets one punched. He doesn't even have to put any type of effort. Unlike in the original, he doesn't have to like stretch and then punch her in the stomach. You know, it's literally just like a jab type of thing. He just Alright, get out of here. Pop! And then, bam, she flew. Alright, now, obviously they would get on a rowboat and start, or maybe, I think, I'm not sure if they took Alvida's boat, or they took a smaller boat, but obviously they would get to the island where Morgan's marine base is. I forgot the name of the island. I mean, I know some other islands and some other names of like places, but I cannot for the life of me remember the island that Morgan was on. Anyways, they would show up. Alright, they would show up to the base. And, oh, no, not to the base. They would show up to, and go to the restaurant. Or show up to the island, go to the restaurant, where the little girl was, where they found out about Zoro. Now, obviously, or no. Where they're asking questions about Zoro. Sorry. They go to the town, ask some questions about Zoro, and find out from the little girl where Zoro's being held. Now, obviously, Helmeppo would come through the town, and he'd be like bragging and stuff, things like that. Obviously, Luffy doesn't do anything at this point, but he would go to the courtyard and see Zoro looking like a badass, even though he's tied up. Now, the whole thing with the girl and the rice bowls would happen. The girl getting thrown over, Luffy catching, Luffy feeding Zoro. God, bro, some emotional scenes, man. Shit. Anyways, alright, now, obviously, Luffy would ask Zoro to join his crew. Zoro would decline, and then he would obviously go back to town, where he finds out that Helmeppo lied and is gonna execute Zoro. Helmeppo gets punched. Luffy rushes over to Zoro with Coby, and Coby starts untying him. Luffy drags Helmeppo to the marine base, or like inside the base to find the swords. What's it called? Shit. I think at some point he breaks the statue that Morgan had. Morgan gets mad. Morgan's like trying to hunt him down. What else? Oh yeah. Once Morgan sees, Coby, they go down there. Luffy finds Zoro's swords and, tries to rush out. Now, the whole thing with Morgan being out in the courtyard and, like Coby trying to untie him, like, waiting for Luffy would still happen. The whole thing with, like, the three swords, like, oh, I don't know which one's yours, would happen. And then, Zoro would get untied, have his three swords, slash at Morgan, and then obviously he's too hungry, if I'm correct that happened. He was like too hungry and probably like collapsed or something. Anyways, he would then it would be up to Luffy to handle Morgan. And Morgan gets his axe shattered with one punch, and then probably I don't know how to make these fights interesting, because some of these early fights are just ain't shit for him, like Luffy's too OP. But let's just say for no type reason, he slaps him with like a marble sized thing of Guruguru no Mi, like Like he's bitching him and stuff. Like he's like saying, "Oh yeah, you a bitch. Like you ain't shit." Yeah. You get me? Like he's telling me you ain't nothing to nobody. Anyways, so Morgan would go flying. He'd probably be unconscious as all hell. And yeah, that's really it. At that point, obviously Zoro had already accepted, his Luffy's offer. And Luffy would be like, all right, let's go back to the restaurant, eat something, and then, with Coby and stuff. Now, same emotional scene would happen with Coby getting beaten by Luffy. Like to have Coby, become a Marine, and then Luffy would be on his way. And on his way to the next island, he would be like, "Yo, if you're gonna be on my team, I need you to be strong, So let me teach you the basics, since not too many people know about hockey. Now you're gonna be my first mate, Like you're gonna be the one that has to be like powerful enough to back me up. You're gonna have to eventually be the best swordsman. So I need you to know this. If you don't have a devil fruit, you need to know something like this." Now, yeah. So obviously he'd start training Zoro, but what they don't know is that Luffy already has a bounty. He already got a bounty of 100 mil. But it's been 7 years, so they obviously know if he's gonna become a pirate, he's probably been training. He's probably a lot stronger, bro. Like he's right now, the Luffy that we have now, having trained in hockey with like some big guys, some of the big folks. I'd compare his strength to a Rayleigh, who could keep up with Kizaru. Like he's someone who could keep up with admirals right now. If not, he could overpower some of the admirals, especially with his Yami Yami no Mi, which kind of works like hockey, even on other Logia fruits, or Logia devil fruit powers. So, anyways, shit. So they would inform like headquarters, like, "Oh, this big pirate just came through. Like, we haven't seen him in so long." Obviously they recruit Coby and eventually Helmeppo as well to like be seaman recruits, stuff like that. Oh no, to be chore boys. Sorry. Anyways, Luffy would be on his way, and he would start teaching Zoro about hockey. Now, obviously, they get too hungry, and Luffy would probably, instead of in canon where he tries to tries to jump up to the bird, he would probably use one of his light beams to pop off the head of the bird, and the bird just flies down. Now, I think they would still be on course for like where Zoro was heading, like trying to follow Luffy. I think they would still take that course and eventually get to the island with Orange Town on it. Now, instead of Luffy getting there early for Nami, I'd say Nami would take another lap around, or maybe she would evade them for another hour, and until Luffy and Zoro get onto the island. Now, sorry. Now, Luffy and Zoro would obviously eat the bird, and then they would find out, hear some ruckus and stuff. Like they would hear some noise and stuff, and they would run into Nami, who is running from these buggy pirates. Now, obviously, on the way, just like how Zoro usually did. Zoro and Luffy this time would run into the buggy pirates, and them. Now, they'd probably start, uh, what's it called? Nami would probably, be like, oh, hey, Captain, stuff like that, something like, to try to, like, incriminate them. Now, Luffy would get captured. I'm not sure about Zoro. Zoro might resist and, like, beat him up. Now, if he sees, like, Luffy not doing anything, he'll probably not do anything as well. And so, they would get taken, be placed in front of the buggy ball, and Nami would be like, yeah, I want to join your crew and stuff like that. And same kind of events, but this time Luffy's like, yeah, nah, I'm not having it. He'd probably use a little bit of his Guruguru no Mi, because I don't think pure strength could break that. He could probably use Haki, but I don't know, I'm not sure which one would be easier to use in this situation. Like, either way, he's proficient in both of them. Like, he could use either one. Like, right now, you could switch on my words. Either he uses the Guruguru no Mi, or he uses Haki, and he breaks the stone cage. Like, it's almost nothing. You see what Whitebeard did to freaking Marineford. Like, come on. Anyways, he would break out, and Nami obviously wouldn't do it. She would dip out and point the rocket towards Buggy and stuff, with the help of Luffy, who would probably just kick it the other way. Now, he would smash Zoro out of the cage, and they would run away. I mean, obviously, Luffy really doesn't need to do that. He could clap them all right now, but they run away and find out about the situation in town with the food store. God, I forgot the little dog's name, man. But they found out the dog situation. Speaks with the mayor. Now, I think they go away for a little bit. I'm not gonna say, oh, they couldn't stop the big lion guy from doing his thing. I'm just gonna say they were away, so they couldn't stop it because they weren't there at the moment. I'm sorry, but I'm still gonna have it happen. The pet food store is destroyed. The whole little sentimental scene after Luffy literally one punches both the lion and the lion tamer. The whole sentimental scene, which has Nami change her opinion of him, happens, and then Buggy and the God, I forgot the names, but the guy on the unicycle comes through. Now, Zoro, having the tiniest bit of armament Haki, like just like the tiniest grasp in it. He wouldn't obviously be able to use it. But he'd be a tiny bit stronger since he was training to try to use it. He was training himself, stuff like that. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, he would use this fight. It would go almost exactly the same. I think he was a little bit less injured. But it would go almost the exact same. But in this fight, it's helping him to slowly become a little bit more proficient in it, and slowly learn how to use it. Now, obviously, that's gonna happen with every fight. Eventually, he's gonna learn how to do it. Now, for Luffy, he throws a punch he throws a gum pistol, and this time instead of uh, Buggy dodging it, Buggy would get straight hit with it because Luffy put a little bit of invisible hockey on it to make him not unable to use his devil fruit and unable to split up. Now that would put Buggy out of commission. Buggy having a 15 million berry bounty. 15 million. Yeah, 15. All right. Now, anyways, while I'm saying that, let me just say this as well. Actually, I'll say this at the end of the Buggy thing. But anyways, Buggy would get taken out.
You studied, right?
Sorry, I had a little interruption. Anyways, so that would be done with it. The mayor would thank everyone, but Luffy would be like, "Nah, we don't need thanks, like that. Don't even be worried about that. Like, we're pirates. We ain't good people." Now, anyways, they would dip. Nami obviously going with them. As you guys wanted in the last what if, and you guys probably wanted in this. I think someone might have commented in it on the last part of this, but Luffy x Nami still. So in this one, instead of Nami just having the feelings that she did, like, oh, this guy's a good person, she'd probably have a little bit more deeper feelings. She'd be like, all right, yeah, like I like this guy, like he's actually a kind-hearted person, like that's just super dope. Like, I need to find me a man's like that, you get me? Like, anyways, so they would move on. God, what happens in between? Like, they're that's just sailing, but while they're sailing, all right, let's add this on, cause let's say it takes they get some like food provisions, like, so they last, they take maybe a little bit bigger of a boat, not going merry size, but not rowboat size, but they have like some space, like a tiny bit of like space where they can actually do some stuff on, like they have their own type of space. Maybe it's like a small boat with like a little room in it, and then like an outer area, something like that. Anyways, obviously he'd wanna start teaching Nami as well, so she could at least protect herself, being the navigator and all. Anyways, so they would both be training, and then the thing of bounties would come by, like the bird dropping off the news and stuff. Now, as I said earlier about, Luffy coming back 7 years later, and with a 100 million berry bounty. I'm not sure if I talked about Ace. Maybe they knew about Ace, and now they hear about Ace again. Anyways, so they would know that he's in relation with Ace or something like that, or like he used to be like friends or something with Ace. You know what? Actually, scratch that. Anyways, they know him from 7 years ago, and they know he's probably gotten stronger. So they're like, all right, 100 million. And then 7 years later, he's definitely multiple times stronger, He's probably trained a lot, so let's bump it up. Let's bump it up to 500 million. Now, obviously, Nami sees that, and she falls in love right away. First of all, she feels that it's good enough. Like, he's strong enough to handle the thing. Like, if she stays with him, like, he's strong enough to handle Arlong for, like, to help her out with Arlong, knowing he's kind-hearted, knowing he'll help out his, like, crewmates or something like that. Anyways, as well as knowing that, oh, he's strong, like this guy is gonna make a name for himself type thing. Anyways, so definitely Nami's trying to get closer to him while training as well, like doing some pickup lines, doing some, like, flirting. Luffy would probably pick up on this because he's more cunning, he's a little bit smarter. He's always goofy, but he'll be smart and when he needs to, as well as, not just battle smart. He'll be smart when he needs to outside of battle as well. Anyways, I think that's it for this part. What's this, part 2? What if Luffy was overpowered? The redo. Like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to say the redo every single episode. I'm gonna stop after this. I'm just gonna put it in the title. That should be fine enough for you guys. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not sure if there's any questions I need to ask from you guys, man. Maybe let me know if Zoro and Sanji should get conquerors, just like in, like, Roger's crew. If not, if you think that might be too overpowered for the rest of the group and you only want Luffy to be overpowered, let me know. Anyways, I think that's it. Have a good night. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe. This has been Big B Mo What Ifs, and peace.